Beaver, away!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Critscast. Joining us for some more Highlander action with this new upcoming ETF2L season. Is going to be watching some Premiership today. This first map on Upward. Sitting on this defense, and this is kiti bakenbardami versus Bad Dragons, who is a new sort of side team, as we said, coming into this with some players coming off that kiti roster into this new team. So a bit of a battle of the Russian sort of powerhouses here on this first map. I mean, who are you looking forward to seeing play here?
I think the flank really from Bad Dragons. They're really kind of explosive for them. Boshi, we know, very kind of, he's known as like one of the best jumpers in the world, so he can open up a lot. Lightclaw, very strong DM scout. He also likes his unlocks. He uses I think both of those bleed weapons, sometimes to good effect, sometimes a bit questionable. But kind of those gimmicks are really interesting to see, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Meath on Scout as well, because he's previously played NG, so we'll see how much effect he has this season on that Scout class as the gates open up and they start pushing the cart slowly but surely in here. We've got Churik on this black box conch combo in the corner here, just sort of spamming in this high ground area, and also we've got Vicman on the spy, just sort of chilling on the roof, coming out where people are, but Yuka goes down immediately there. So no sap or teleport sap onto the gun, etc. But the stacks come in anyway. Let's see what they can find.
Yeah, big stack wave comes in. They really get nothing. They don't even get close to the medic. He's nice and safe in that respect. Pyro around him, NG around him, gun protecting him. No damage, I don't think, down on him whatsoever.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate there. Nice sticks actually coming out as well from Pluto there. Just to deny some of the people coming in. But yeah, Broker's still on this high ground with the Pahan on the heavy next to him. On this playground area, Vicman just searching on the again, just comment out what's going on. Medic decides to come out though. Adam is going to start waddling out with the rest of his combo here. Maybe trying to look for a trade. No snipe on the playground immediately here. Broker tries to peek it, but it's too late. Uber has already come in. As Wrangler's going to go into town on the blue teams, they try and push their way in. Teleport gets sapped here, and they lose 2 on this offense, so it's not looking that great.
Yeah, the trade kind of came in super early. They didn't have to use. The position wasn't great from kiti, but the key picks up that they got of the overextending players allow them to set up a whole map. Like, we see Broken taking a lot of damage. He in fact goes down to the really aggressive Pyro. We see Fridge, again, kind of a playmaker for this Bad Dragons team.
Yeah, even with Darwin's Dangerous Shield, not tested from all that fire there as the spam comes in from the demo on the side of Corky there. And nice bomb in from Boshi there, going to be already seeing his impact. Picks off the demo over the top, already getting really aggressive on half health, doesn't fear the Pyro, even though it's his counter class. It's going to be charging straight in there. Vegman in a bit of an interesting spot here underneath the stairs. Let's see if he's going to go for Decloak. Decloak's in. Oh, he misses the opportunity though, doesn't find the stab, has to try and run away into the tunnel, see if he can delay the cart a bit. But yeah, I mean, a lot of pressure here on the second point.
So many players went down for kiti. They can't even leave spawn right now. They're completely spawn capped. The cart is really far back. That's the only kind of saving grace for kiti here. But Bad Dragons have complete control of this second point, and kiti possibly they need to get out to third and have a look to set up there.
Yeah, decent cart time so far as Vicman's still sort of lurking in the back. He's on that cloak and dagger just combing out what they're planning to do, and nice headshot rings out to Broken. Was buffed though, fortunately, by his medic, so going to be living for now. Big bombing from Boshi, not as deep as he wanted to go, but just live for now, because the spam comes in from Churik, again on that black box, just staying on that balcony area. As see if they kind of walk up in here. It is even Ubers though, so let's see if there's an Uber trade on this corner, and we'll see how that pans out.
I mean, I don't think we've seen a frag for now, over a minute probably, and the cart has just been ×3 all the way, so while they're comfortable in this whole kiti, they really need to look about possibly denying the cart a little bit.
Yeah, true. Yeah, this cart is moving very fast in. Here we go. The Uber comes out. They're going to try and flash like 2 or 3 people in here. I mean, Walker goes down very low. They bust off Fridge as well. Cloudy goes down. Oh, it's a bit of a tragic push in here, but I mean, importantly, they do manage to get the medic as well. So yeah, very nice defense on that hold there coming out. So very fortunate for them.
Yeah, really impressive play from Nenas Tiashi, or perhaps Marcus, he's better known. Really strong kind of pyro play, just kind of took the Uber, followed up on the demo damage is really important when you've got those 2 combo classes dealing damage to the same players. The frags just really went in kiti's favour, and now it's really solid position now for kiti, and Bad Dragons are going to have to see what kind of picks they can get. They're opting to go tracks and just get a little bit of spam down. And there's lots of good cart time here. They're really, really far back. And with Kluxer going down, there's going to be nothing to deny the cart. I think they're going to get it without even the Uber coming out. They're only ticking up to 100% now.
Yeah, they're very passive there. I mean, the sniper managed to make some space in here as well. Cloudy just managed to find Broken at the end there. But I was going to say, like, I mean, Boshy jumps in there. I was kind of surprised to see him live there, but the spy kind of picks him off at the end. But, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of cart time right now going in the way of Bad Dragons. So, I mean, they're looking up to this top push here. They managed to get the force out. Atom still hasn't even used because he hasn't even got an Uber to use. Boshy still comes in, manages to kill me there somehow with the whiff. But, yeah, going to be chilling outside right now, and they've got an Uber in the bank that they can use.
They only lost to one player in that force, which is really, really good for Bad Dragons. It means they can walk under and push straight away. They're a little bit slow. You can see the Ubers coming in now. Not really much damage coming down. If they're going to get them down into the boxes area and get control of the top. But Pahan comes in from behind, gets loads of really crucial picks.
Oh yikes! Yeah, they didn't even push to the end either. See, this is the one thing I've found with this upward last point is that like people don't often go all the way to the end to the boxes, and then look, there's this teleporter by Marissa that's just sitting here. Yeah, level 3 as well. Sniper immediately comes in after Pluha just takes it. Nice rockets in from Boshy though to eventually kill that though, because the repairs weren't there in time unfortunately. But yeah, there's absolute chaos here. Horror causing chaos, and the spike comes into decloak as well to try and find Walker. Walker turns around for it. I'm surprised Atom is still alive right now.
You can see really that you've got the two crucial players up top here. They don't have control of the up area, but with the sniper in this boxes, it's really difficult to get the counter snipe on him. Pluxer opts to jump to spawn. So Broken's kind of alone. I think they can just rush him down. He's really exposed there. He's getting the picks though.
Yeah, he gets a nice snap to the scout there. We're going to delay that cop push. He manages to actually live as well, surprisingly. He doesn't get body shot on his way out, so yeah, big play from Broken to actually live for a bit here. Gun is up as well on the side of Kitty, and Cart's been delayed for now. Pan turns around to kill the spy as well underneath, so we're delaying that Cart push even more. Walker's above them though. They're going to be spamming with the minigun, and sort of Pyro tries to come in, Marcus. Trying to find something here, but doesn't manage to flank around in time, and there's so much spam coming into the boxes area.
Yeah, with no Ubers in play, and that's stuff for stuff. There's so many frags though, suddenly it's turned around, it's just down to Bahan to deny the cart.
Oh god, that's close. He almost killed the engine as well, but the engine managed to scrape his way back onto the platform, so yeah, 6 minutes there. Pretty decent time, not the absolute fastest of times, but I think they'll be relatively happy with that, as yeah, all the picks kind of came in all at once there, despite all the spam.
Yeah, very strong stuff. They look kind of really composed here, Bad Dragons. You know, Kitty, they look a little bit scared to just kind of, you know, take that aggression. They're getting forced super easily, and they're not really getting the frags when they get those Ubers out.
Yeah, true, and like, I think, like, they did a good job of actually trying to control that top space as well. Like, Bad Dragons kind of just got their sniper up there. They had the heavy in the demo up there, and they managed to spam the gun. Clear people off the cart relatively well. I mean, Broken was up there for quite a long time, which I think they probably could have dealt with them a bit faster. They probably could have rotated their scout up there for just a second off the cart and just, you know, clear that top space, because I think scout's kind of a bit underestimated up there, just jumping around the windows. So maybe we could have done that.
Yeah, I'd honestly like to have seen like Pluxer stay up there so this sniper could stay there. And you know, you only really need the demo, and the soldier can jump up there really easily as well. So if Turik had helped him, that spam would have been probably enough to hold even without the medic's heals.
Very true, but here we go, we're going to be switching sides for now. Got sort of regular Ubers in play as they start pushing the cart. Got a relatively passive gun coming out from Citrus in the back as well, with a standard sort of heavy sniper on the playground. Let's see if there's a bit of a sniper fight going on. There doesn't seem to be, actually Medic is already out here, which is interesting. Master is already out in the corner. No one else near this Uber though. Pluha seems to be the only target here. Do solo demo Uber, and they managed to actually get the trade off, so they just decide to Uber immediately.
Yeah, they're just looking to get the kind of trade out of the way and probably going to repush now. They're kind of spread. I usually like to see both teams focus down one particular area, possibly looking just for Broken to open up with a couple of frags.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that as well. Turik actually managed to bomb in there, kill Cloudy, and then get out alive somehow, like even when he went full deep, so a pretty crazy play by him. Buffana comes out though from Boshy. They're going to be sort of amplifying the damage on that stairway side and some of the spam coming in, but it only lasts for a couple of seconds. But it might be enough because they're 3 down right now on the offense, and they're having a hard time pushing this any further.
They've opted to swap over to the right-hand side, but they're taking so much damage. Silvermaster's having to arrow up Pluxer just constantly, and there's a lot of spam just coming down on them, and they're just sitting on the low ground eating spam, not able to get healed up enough to push. But the Uber's coming in now, Buck.
Oh, the Pyro though, going to be doing a good job of that. First, just going to be able to into the sky, and Gun's still alive as well. They do manage to kind of control this playground area temporarily though, but the counter Uber comes out. Importantly, 4 people are down already. So many people are weak as well. Probably go down shortly as well. So yeah, just going to be a complete reset here, and yeah, no gun pick.
Tons and tons of frags for Kitty. Sorry, for Bad Dragon. I thought for a second there that the Kitty Pyro was... He managed to surf onto the playground area, and he got a lot of space up there, but obviously you don't have that kind of long-range spam damage from the Pyro. If he'd been a soldier or a demo man up there, he'd have absolutely stomped them. The Pyro can't do that long-range damage.
Yeah, kind of fortunate no one else was able to kind of capitalize on that. Pan trying to like find something here, getting spammed out by the demo like really hard though. Corky doing a good job of just trying to deny though. He has to reload, and they managed to actually get some opening picks here as Cloudy goes down, and it's an absolute tragic retreat out here. It looks like from Bad Dragons as they lose Atom in the process as well. So yeah, just immediate momentum coming in here as Churik completely dives Lightclaw.
Stick just managed to get out, but he had to leave his gun up top, so there's not even going to be a gun for second. So we haven't seen any second defense at all, but they did get a lot of time on that first point, so we're only down to 3.5 minutes to cap these last kind of 3 points. And the cart is still really, really far back. It's not even through tunnel.
Yeah, it's just interesting when you got his gun sort of just outside the shutter for now on this forward spawn. Just going to be sort of denying this house temporarily, but I don't know we're going to care too much. I think they're probably going to try and take this tracks, and yeah, this Uber ad is important here. Just sort of walk the way up the hill. There is some traps actually above the door, although I think he's actually moved them now as Corky's sort of thinking differently. Going to try and push them off the edge maybe with some of these traps, but quite slow in here considering they've got an ad. I don't know whether they know they have ads.
They must know they have. They had a full ad, so they must know they have it, but I think they're just waiting for the cart. They're now taking up to 75% on Atom, so they've got to push now in the next 10 seconds, otherwise there's not going to be any advantage for the push itself.
Oh god, this is tragic. Like, they could have had a complete ad here. Now Am's already built his Uber. They do get 2 picks though. No flank right now for Bad Dragons as the Uber comes in and they manage to sort of fight it. They're not even having to use him. They don't even have an Uber to use right now. They managed to get the 4 picks, but Uber comes out. Cloudy goes down though. Marissa spawn. There's an absolute kind of chaos going on right now. Marissa's trying to like wrangle people back. Horror's in the car here. Can't airblast people off. I managed to pick him off as well as Pluto comes in. Boshi trying to find the medic, not managing to find it though, as just loads of people playing around the car, and very segmented sort of defense here.
That's silly, it's just Walker with him. If he gets chased down here, he's going to die. The scout and the spy on him, but he manages to just about get out a crucial, I think, arrow onto the scout just to push him back a little bit. Atom gets out, but it's a slight ad here again for Kitty.
Yeah, a bit of a disconnect going on here, I think, from Bad Dragons. Need to have a bit of a plan as to where they want to go, and I think their plan right now is to chill on the spawn as Pluto's going to try to work his way up with the Pyro into this top ground space. Pan does go down though, so no heavy in this window they have to worry about, and Lightclaw's doing a good job of just roaming around these window areas like I was talking about earlier. They decide to go under though. Interesting sticks. They're trying to bait the debt there. They're using no real follow-up though. No soldier that I can see is going to bomb in. Churu's coming in now from underneath, so as I say that, tries it, but immediately gets denied by the Pyro. Nice arrow from Silvermaster here to try and help people up, and there's loads of people in the spawn. Car pushes in at the same time. They might be able to do this big bomb in from Boshi onto the car, and Lightclaw comes in as well for some collapse, and the flank from Bad Dragons actually comes in clutch here, possibly.
Yeah, they've still got the spawn down. Now the medic goes down to Fridge again. Really, really big plays. Cloudy had a soldier right in front of his face, but the soldier didn't see it. He jumped away. The cart is really close. It's a minute down, but just about Bad Dragons hold on for now.
Yeah, huge plays by Lightclaw and Boshi right now, just sort of roaming around the back. And this is the problem when you commit so many people forwards to the spawn camp, is that you neglect the cart and you neglect heals on the cart, importantly as well. The hit people being healed front, they're not being healed on the cart. Makes it harder to cap it, so that's the risk they took. And there we go, Sticks being dead. Corky doing a good job of trying to deny the car here. Some pressure coming in here. Churia getting melted by Walker though. Hand on the car, nice air blast in from the Pyro as Broken tries to kill the car as well as a sniper in 30 seconds. I don't know whether he needed to waste his life that early, but yeah, I mean, Marissa's gun is pretty much the only remnant here of this push.
Oh, that was a perfect deck jump there from it. They didn't really have an advantage push. Now we're down to 10 seconds. They're rushing onto the cart with the heels with Mia from Silver. Goes down. The Uber comes in. It's gonna be cleaned up. We're just looking for like a spy or something. Yuk is close to the cart. Vikram, sorry. What's he doing? He's going for the sniper instead. There's only 4 seconds. He really needs to be on the cart. I don't know if it would have mattered.
Wow.
But there we go. First round Bad Dragons.
Yeah, massive clutch defense there from Bad Dragons. Flank coming in big. I think Pyro positioning was pretty good as well. Marcus on that Pyro you mentioned earlier. Doing a lot of work there. And also the Citrus's level 1 was up that entire time as well. Like, no one managed to spam it out. No soldier spam. Like, the spy didn't sap it. More aggressive with the spam onto the cart. I'll have to sort of wait and see whether they change that up.
Yeah, I think the key thing will be getting picks on the card. We've seen the teams have been very wary of the spy going for kind of solo players, but the sniper as well, he can get a lot of kind of sight lines onto cart, particularly like around the second spawn area.
Indeed, so here we go. It's going to be the second round of this Highlander Season 23 Premiership Highlander game on Upward between Kitty, S bakenbardami, and Bad Dragons for anyone joining us. And it is 1-up right now for Bad Dragons. Seem to be performing relatively strong, capping the cart all the way in. And now they're starting on this defense, seeing whether Sentry will be set up. I think he's going to be putting it probably passive again, knowing Citrus. But I mean, so far they've done a decent job of denying the sacks in. But yeah, I think Cloudy, if they play around him here, is going to be pretty important, and you know, not let Churik get the bomb in again like he did before.
Well, we've got no real gimmicks. We've just got the kind of dispenser kind of far forward, so you kind of see this STCK or Phaler style hold maybe. But Atom's just kind of running around now. Yeah, potentially a threat into the sight line, but I think he's with the sentry really far forward and the dispenser, he should be nice and safe. If the spy is able to call him out, maybe they'll get a more accurate bomb onto him this time.
Oh, that's not a good start though. That's why he could be immediately caught out there as he sort of runs into people, cloaks there, not going for a teleporter again, not able to get any sap in. But I mean, despite their spy not being here, they're going to sort of just immediately take this trade as they're going to heal their pyro and their heavy on this stairway, stopping them from getting any more progress in that area. Cougar does get found out there, and the cart is sort of temporarily stopped. But yeah, very kind of passive push at the moment.
They kind of just sit on the low ground here, the Bad Dragons. I don't really like this whole eating spam. Really good spam from Bluxer, just kind of shooting down at and manages to get the sentry. What do you see about that?
Yeah, I'm just getting domed there, it seems. So yeah, it's about that first to second medic transition doesn't seem to be happening right now for Bad Dragons. So yeah, already kind of some mistakes being made. As I think that kind of just all came off Churik managing to bomb the playground and like no one being able to sort of fight him. Like the scout wasn't able to fight him, Spy wasn't there, the sentry couldn't really shoot him because he was already forwards and couldn't get moved. So yeah, there's lots of space being made, it seemed, by the flank there as they kind of just tanked their combo over the stairway. And here we go, another case where second isn't being held.
Yeah, we haven't even seen the flank or anything be able to get out, because the flank can do a lot of denial on the cart if they manage to get out and play the tunnel. Even if they don't have the combo to support them, it can slow down a lot. But again, we see kind of no slowdown. The Uber comes in really deep into the spawn.
And though, gets killed by the stab. So yeah, Vigman actually finding something there. Like as the Uber comes in, Uber not even really used to kill the mid there. Stab does it anyway. So yeah, this is not looking that great for Bad Dragons right now. No medic and no sniper for this third point. It's going to make this very difficult. Cart is kind of still far back-ish. But he's going to very quickly get pushed up here as Churik's kind of trying to control this high ground with the help of his team on the cart. As yeah, the spawners come in, but yeah, relatively decent ad here for Swordmaster. Yeah,
nearly 30% ad. They're just pushing the cart a little bit. Like to see perhaps Bad Dragons a little bit more aggressive, see if they can get damage down onto Silvermaster before this kind of Uber ticks up to 100% for them.
Yeah, and the stab comes onto the engine. They've got no gun now, so Churik pretty much has free range to just bomb in here. But he's just going to spam out the heavy, it seems, for now in this elbow. Stop the heavy from peeking that elbow area can be quite important. Just going to constantly spam that out. As Cart's being moved in here relatively quickly. So passive right now. Bad Dragon's in fear of this Uber, and rightly so. But I mean, nice snipe comes out onto me to try and deny the cart. But here we go, the Uber comes in.
I don't know what Cloudy was aiming at. Wiethoofd's really, really close. The Uber comes in, it just gets a little bit of space, a couple of frag, but Atom always really exposed now. Marcus is down on him, he gets the health back, NG turns around, Citrus.
Oh,
Gets him down. Oh.
yeah, a bit of a close call there. He managed to get the health back, and then sort of like turn around back into the pyro, and then he managed to walk away anyway. So yeah, keeping that 100% will be pretty critical here. Not even 3 minutes for these first 3 points. That's like a minute a point. Pretty huge push in here from Kitty. A complete reversal of what we saw last round. As yeah, now they're going to try to sit up here in this tiles area with this Uber, which they can do. As yeah, Gunner's going to slowly get built up as well. As a bit of a conch popped out there, but not really used for much.
We kind of used to see these Premiership teams. They know they're going to have to do these sack waves. You're a little bit slow. Move the cart up decently, but they're really, really far back. Cloudy kind of opening up those picks that are really, really scared of him. He's kind of getting aggressive in this staircase and see if he can pick off maybe this medic is just about hiding for now.
Yeah, that's interesting from Cloudy actually. That sort of more aggressive stance there to try and peek that doorway. Just not really fearing. Although I say that, Chura comes in the back somehow. He goes under, doesn't get fully shot by the gun. He's made so much space just by bombing in the back here. There's 4 down on this offense. They don't manage to get at him. I'm wisely kiting forwards there, away from the soldier. So yeah, well played by him to avoid that. And actually, the teleporter still lives for Citrus up here as well. So yeah, even through the soldier's efforts, doesn't manage to find much, unfortunately.
Yeah, really smart play there from Atom. Knew that the sack was really what was likely to come in. You know, just dodged away from all the danger. And you know, with them really desperate to get damage down onto the medic, they kind of gave up damage on the other classes. But we do see an Uber tray coming back.
Yeah, and Bosch is sort of on these front stairs in the meantime as well, stopping anyone from sort of collapsing in. So really important play there to deny. And Bosch just drops in immediately from the spiral, and this is what happens when no one's looking behind and no one covers the spiral. Soldier drops down, kills the med. Silvermaster, goodbye. As they're going to sit up here again, just going to be slowly building his ad.
We've got a couple of picks here. Plux is maybe looking to just go for a kind of YOLO play. He's walking, he's got the gun down, he walks back to the main. I think Cloudy has only just spawned, so he could do that safely, but you know, the sentry is going to go back, it's going to be level 2 probably before they even push again. So perhaps the medic would have been a better target?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, I would kind of laugh if this ended up being like a 7 or 8 minute time and they got all this time just off last itself. I mean, it is doable. I mean, last holds can be very, very long on this point if people know exactly where to place themselves. And so far, Bad Dragon seems to be doing okay of it. They're cool that they're sort of coming up this back stairs here. Lots of spam coming in from Corker to try and deny the stairs as well on the sort of stairway. As there we go, buffed and minigun heavies could be sort of mowing them down there as Walker getting those heals. Cloudy does go down though. So no sniper to sort of shoot them in the main. They're going to try and take a trade of the Ubers. They drop their heavy though, which they can't really afford to do.
Yeah, Walker is really far forward watching that staircase, but I don't know if they were distracted in the front stairs maybe, but the combo was sat there for ages and ages and ages, and they could have got forced, I think, just from a demo spam, or maybe a soldier coming behind. The Uber trade looks okay, but again, they haven't got control of this upper area, which is really the crucial thing on this point.
Citrus though, doing such a good job of just spamming his wrench into the gun to stop it from dying from that heavy that was just peeking it in main. Even without a dispenser there, so using all of his metal basically to keep that alive. As Mika's picked off by Loclaw as well underneath. As the Pyro actually jumps in there very weak. Nice rocket there from Boshi to finish him off. As he goes back to his duty in the front stairs to kind of deny them in that spiral area. And yeah, now we're back to square one, and it's actually relatively even Ubers.
Yeah, the time is really ticking now. We've got the kind of Kitty really finding themselves up against this kind of brick wall defense. It's honestly pretty standard defense. We haven't really seen them go for the sack waves again. I think that's what I'd like to see now.
Yeah, true. I think they really should try and get their soldiers involved. Soldiers are a very powerful class. On this last point specifically because of the drop downs that you can abuse. Oh, the big stabs though from Big Man. He took the telly. This is the risk of having the telly up here. Spy can take that, get in behind, finds those 2 stabs. So that might open up something here, especially with Corky dead. No trap for any of these doorways. There we go. I mean, Panzer's going to walk in here, try and take that fight. Nice sort of save stab there from Yuka though. But they're losing so many people.
The Uber train, in fact, comes out on the cart. I don't quite know how that happened, but they have to drop down on the low ground, and now it's a lot of frags down. You see Miaf 1v1 or Atom. Atom dies this time, and lots of space. They're just going to push the cart. Wow, that was kind of crazy. How did that work out, Buck? Like, they seem to come in with the Uber through main. I don't know how that can ever work.
I think it's just like the picks just came in and then they dropped down like in a panic and then they kind of just sort of went into a mini and a sniper. I think Broken found like another pick as well, like up top somehow, just like scoping through the doorways. So that was kind of interesting and yeah, kind of just fell apart from there. And yeah, funnily enough, as I was mentioning, like yeah, 7 or 8 minute time just from that last hold. I mean, it was like what, 3 minutes for the first 3 points, so that was like a good what, 5 minutes basically that they got on last. So I think they'll be relatively happy with that considering the circumstances.
Yeah, Bad Dragons are certainly much more back in after that kind of horrible start. This is possibly slightly on the slow side at the very, very top level, but yeah, it's still like a competitive time.
Yeah, so to see how they do on this offense, but yeah, big last hold there. But I think it's really that telly that there's initial picks from Vicman to get the demo. Like if you manage to get the demo up top there, I mean the demo's so valuable. They're just sort of just spamming the stairway and stopping the horde of people from coming up the stairs. Where if you lose that, then it kind of just all comes down to your soldier and like your heavy. But your heavy can only do so much against a demo coming up the stairs. But yeah, let's just see how they do here as they sort of come out of the gate, start pushing the cart in. And it's going to be regular Uber shenanigans for now, as going to slightly further back from Marissa, with a bit more of a passive positioning here, not quite so far forward on the stairs, waiting for these sacks maybe. Huntsman actually as well.
Yeah, Cloudy on this Huntsman has a really good arc on this point. I think that's why he tends to opt to it. But he goes down to Broken. Obviously, there's huge sniper advantage there for the one with the sniper rifle.
Yuka trying to find something here, he managed to decloak. I just actually killed the snipers on really low health there with a fadeaway revolver shot. So yeah, might actually open up some space here, not having to fear the sniper, but they need to actually regroup first before coming in. There's sort of me killing the scout on the cart as well. They decide to stay in, no immediate sort of back presence here on the side of Key, but they do manage to get the gun with the help of Boshi on direct hit, so that might change the pace of things here. I really feel like they should back out if they want to stand a chance of a second hold, because if they get the sniper up here, which he is, it can be a bit yikes. Walker's kind of trying to make some space as well. And walk in the car. Yeah, Spam comes into the playground. They decide to walk out. Silvermaster trying to juke. Manages to get out though.
Yeah, Cloudy was really, really smart that he swapped back onto the sniper rifle with Broken, and when you've got that sniper on the high ground, a lot of space.
What on earth has happened there? Boshi direct hit, Corky with the spam, Iron Bomber, jump in. He was so fast, I didn't even see him bomb in. But yeah, they managed to get the med there, like, even though they were next to the window, that was such a deep bomb. So huge plays coming out from the splash classes of Bad Dragons might completely turn the pace of this game.
Yeah, again, we're not going to see the second, but I was really, really good. The transitions on this first and second are really, really important. If you don't get the frags on first, you can still commit with those really, really fast kind of sixes classes. Yeah. And you saw that come in demo with the deep bomb, the soldier with the bomb, and they got the really important picks, so no second defense. And they're back on third, and it's, in fact, it's a huge advantage now. I think they're going to be able to actually push with this advantage now for the first time.
Yeah, Sniper comes out from Broken onto the soldier, so going to delay some of the push in here. Although, there we go, Sniper comes out from Cloud onto Pluha on the demo class. Losing the demo is pretty huge. No traps to sort of blast them into the air. It's only going to be the air blast for that. But they already managed to get some 2 picks here. Broken goes down as well. 24-second respawn for him. As yeah, gun gets sapped. Gonna get sort of taken off though, and the trade kind of comes in. Managed to just sort of kill the people on the cart. Or might go down for his troubles. Slowly starting to lose players here, but the elbow is still secure. Pan doing a good job of just holding his ground here, and there's 4 down for the offense. They start getting the spawners back in.
Uber came out just in time there for kids. They kited it back really well, and it just about came out in time. There's a lot of space there for Bad Dragons, but with the counter Uber coming in, they're able to rush through, and you know, that heavy who was just sat in the drop down cleaned up. But they've now lost a load of players and backed out, so that was really, really a quick turnaround. They've now got nearly 5 minutes for just this final point.
Yeah, it's basically what happened last time, like the reverse now, but on Bad Dragon's side, like 3 minutes to count the first 3 points, and now they've got 5 minutes to push this. However, the key difference is that they haven't had that ad to enable them to stay up entitled, and so they've had to opt for this spawn hold, which gives them so much space to just sort of walk in here with their sniper, as Cloudy's looking for a bit of a low ground spot here, maybe onto the NG, but Marissa moves the gun, very risky play there. We're going to start spamming it out slowly as Broker's trying to find this SPS. Lightlaw doing such a good job of pushing the cart though in the meantime.
Yeah, you're correct, but the main difference is they've now got control up, which is what took 5 minutes now, and the cart is just moving along. Miaf has to commit. Uber's going really deep into the spawn. Medic gets blasted off! Really, really great play there from Marcus.
Oh god, he wants another round. I mean, they're losing so many people on the side of Ad Dragons here, trying to push back in, and yeah, I'm kind of falling into the pit there, a bit of a nail in the coffin for this immediate push. As, yeah, Churik going to be trying to secure the high ground with Miaf, but yeah, I mean, they might be able to secure something here. They're considering going under, Silvermaster's kind of hovering, and yeah, Lyclaw's doing a lot of damage to players near the car here, as they actually rotate back under to try and get that tiles hole going, but it isn't really an ad, it's kind of even, and they haven't got the, they have got the demo here in fairness, going to try and spam that out. Bit of a overzealousness maybe trying to push in here, but I mean, Walker's still on high health, trying to spam them out, and there's a few picks coming in their favour as well.
Very, very smart there from Walker. He just took the space in the front area, which is obviously the fastest route to push, as they were travelling through Unus, and he managed to get damage down on, even with that buff that Pahan had. What do you see, Bob?
Yeah, just Corky is absolutely annihilating people up top, like just Walker just sits on the stairs getting arrows, it's absolutely W-keying into them as well, and there we go. It's pretty much a complete wipe. Spider's the only thing left alive, going to be on the cart now, but wow, absolutely clinical from Kitty, as apparently they, well, Bad Dragons as they kill the server before it ends, so we aren't going to see that cart tip over the end on my end anyway, so well, yeah.
We denied that kind of glorious finish, but we know for sure Bad Dragons, with all these, you know, 6x and 5x on cart, and no spawn, everyone in spawn, Bad Dragons take the round, and that's a 2-0 victory for them.
I think this is probably going to be one of the more competitive seasons, so yeah, everyone watching, make sure you stick around for Critscast for more sort of action on this continuing season, and you'll see more fights like this. Yeah, thank you everyone for sticking around and watching. Sure to join our Discord as well for any more information on upcoming events and upcoming announcements that are made by the Discord admins and the likes of Wiethoofd and Arch Rhythm. So yeah, I mean, today has been Buck and Dave on the co-cast seat with Wiethoofd on production. We will see you next time. Goodbye.